This is for the girls who are tired of going on dates and being touched. This could be the arm, the thigh, the leg, the extra touching that is not necessary, and you need to understand how to deal with it. Because this is something I'm learning how I need to go about it, because it drives me crazy. Literally makes my skin crawl. So this is what we're going to do moving forward. When we are speaking before the date, we're going to set expectations. It needs to sound something like, hey, I just want to let you know that when we're in person, I like my personal space. I prefer not to be touched, or I feel uncomfortable when I'm touched. Just want to let you know. And this is setting the tone. Now, I never used to do this because I felt like, oh, I want to date someone who won't touch me naturally. And I was trying to gauge the more lustful men from the men that can control their urges. But I've learned that 9 times out of 10, they're going to touch you. And it's better to establish your boundaries from jump, because you just need to understand I'm not the one that you need to be put your hands all over me. Like, no, this is not head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Keep your hands to yourself. With that being said, we're establishing what should not occur on this date. So if you're on the date and he touches you, reaches over, you get one chance again to say, I'm not comfortable being touched. Okay? Now, if this becomes an argument, if this becomes a discussion, if this becomes something else, be willing to end the date. At that point, check, please. No, let's move, let's turn around. This date is over. Because I said it before, I said it again. This is a lustful demon. This is someone you don't even want to deal with anyway. So cut your losses and move on. And I hate that this even needs to be a conversation, but at the end of the day, we have to prioritize our boundaries, and our personal space is not something that we need to have a whole discussion on. At the end of the day, most of these men, if you let them touch you once, they're going to touch you 100,000 times, and their hands will be moving around, and oh, your skin is so soft. And no, this is not that. No. So establish the boundaries, do it with grace. And if you have to escalate, do it without restraint, without remorse, without hesitation, because men need to understand, because they're like little boys that think they can just touch you when they feel like. No, that's not what this is, buddy. These are
all right. When I look back at all the women I've dated, whenever I go out on a date, the most I do is, the first thing I do is hug the woman, or hug the woman that I'm dating. I'm not doing all that. It's crazy that she has to give you the disclaimer before we go out on a date. You can't. She doesn't want all this unnecessary touching. The most I've done is I hug the person I'm dating, and then I go from there. I try to read the room, see if we have some type of chemistry. If there's chemistry and she's laughing, she's enjoying the date, I'm not thinking, oh, let me touch her arm or touch her. I'm not even thinking that. I just go with the flow. I just go with what's going on. She's gonna let you know if she wants to be touched. A lot of times, if there's a lot of chemistry, you guys are laughing and joking. Sometimes she'll hit you or even touch you, or hit your arm and stuff like that. But if she's not touching you or hitting your arm or not giving you the signs that she wants to be touched, you shouldn't be touching her. I think a lot of guys don't know how to read the room, man. That's where reading the room comes in. You should be touching, to be honest. You should try to read the person, not necessarily read the person, but you're going on a date, you should be able to try to see if there's chemistry or see if there's something there. But to just automatically start touching because you with an attractive woman, I think that's crazy. If guys are doing that with her, that's crazy. I didn't know guys were doing that, just automatically touching. But like I said, a lot of times when you go out on dates, 9 times out of 10, if the person that you're going out on a date with, especially on the first date, you just got to be able to read the room, man. And see if she wants, it's not, you just got to be able to read the room and go with the flow. Meaning, you'll know when she wants to be touched. A lot of times it just when there's so much when you're having chemistry with someone, you're having a conversation. There's back and forth banter. So a lot of times she will hit you or even touch you to show you that she's engaging with you. She's enjoying the conversation. And even when you touch her, she won't even, it won't be an issue because you're not pushing the envelope, or, as you would say. But the fact that somebody has to give me a disclaimer about touching, that I never had an issue about touching because I can read the room. I mean, and even if I misread the room, I'm not just going to just touch someone. And if guys are doing that out there, then that means guys are having problems. I said read the room, but the guys are having problems recognizing whether this woman is actually feeling you or not. Because you'll know if she's feeling you. You know, she's engaging in a conversation with you. She's touching you. She's laughing. She's giving examples of whatever you guys are talking about. She's sitting close to you, or she leaning forward towards you to give you information or whatever you guys are talking about. Especially if you're somewhere eating. If you guys are walking somewhere, her body language will tell you. Especially if you're walking, she'll probably bump into you, laugh, grab your arm, look in your eyes. They'll let you know if they want to be touched. But just to be touching, that's you're out of control. Matter of fact, it's best that you let her touch you first. Let her come to you rather than you not being in control as a man and you just touching her and she's not even feeling you. She's not even enjoying the date. She feels like you can't even hold a conversation. So why would you want to touch her? She definitely don't want you touching her if you can't even hold a conversation. So it's crazy that that this is happening, but I can see that. I can see guys touch a woman because they feel like they have the right to. Because I'm taking you out on a date. Why can't I touch you? Maybe some guys feel that, but to me that's crazy. But with this situation, I can understand how she can feel that way. Also, too, she's I can't remember her name, but she has a huge following, so it's probably harder for her to date. And probably most of the men that she meets, probably because she has a huge following, and she takes revealing pictures. When I say revealing pictures, I'm talking about pictures in a bikini and stuff like that. So maybe these guys are coming in thinking she's easy. I don't know. But the main thing, guys, if you're out on a date, don't be touching, man. Read the room. If there's chemistry, and you'll know if there's chemistry. And a lot of times, even if there is chemistry, she doesn't want you touching her. I don't even remember when it comes to touching, I don't even touch. The most I do is hug. But like I said, when you're in a date and there's chemistry, she's going to come towards you. She's going to hit you first. She's going to touch you first. She's going to show interest, and you just follow that. So the fact that guys are touching, to me, that's crazy. But, I mean, I definitely could see that happen. She's a very attractive woman, and I'm sure that's one of the issues that women deal with and talk about. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Yay, yay.